This is disc 3, which is the final disc in Parrish Prophecies. And disc 3 also contains Parrish Future Prophecies, which cover dreams from letter I to letter V. This is section 2, letter I. There's 6 stories in this piece that begin with the letter I. There's one dream about some kind of invasion into an American city. There's one dream about an invasion into the United States. And there's 4 intuition stories about a bombing sound, a loud sound, a nuclear event in New Jersey, and an explosion sound. The first number in this piece is the number 1. This piece is called section 2, 1 Invasion City Dream, or S2 1ICD. In the month of March 5th, 1992, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In this dream, I found myself in a strange situation because I felt I was observing something that was taking place. I also felt as if I was a disembodied spirit who watched people flee for their lives. This vision or dream began when I hovered over a city that had huge buildings. Next, I noticed individuals act hostile towards each other. Example, I witnessed a black businessman kick an Asian man. The streets in this city was very gloomy and distant. I could not exactly tell what city I was in, but this city felt like an American city. After I watched the few people in the streets, I began to be pulled by an invisible force that pulled me towards a building, and then this invisible force propelled me into this building's front door, and then into a gymnasium where I seen people lifting weights. The people in this gym room kept working out until they heard something outside that caught their attention. Then the people and I had all gone outside so we all could find out what the commotion was about. Then we witnessed something that greatly frightened all of us. We were all seeing military planes in the air, and these military planes dropped bombs into the city we were all in. Then the people around me began to run in all directions. This was a terrible sight to see. The atmosphere was completely charged with a sense of hopeless escape. I even seen several people blow up into pieces. Lastly, I witnessed a white lady inside a sewer system. This woman cried hysterically before my invisible presence. Then I woke up. The next number in this piece is the number 2. This piece is called section 2, 1 Invasion USA Dream, or S2 1IUSD. In the month of July 14, 2004, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I found myself at Astor Street once again, and I was on my terrace, and I seen something that may have been snow on the ground. The sky began to dim, and then I located my mother somewhere in the house. I told my mother what I just seen outside, and we both gone to the back of the house so we could all look out of one of the back room's window. As we looked out the window, we both noticed the day sky turn into night. And then I told my mother, I now see something in the sky that looked like tornadoes. We then stared quietly at the sky for about 2 seconds, and we began to smell something that we both could not identify. Next, we noticed flashes of light in the sky. The flashes of light looked like tiny bombs exploding in the air. Then I ignorantly thought to myself, I will now hear several thunderclaps, but instead I began to hear gunfire, and then fear quickly entered into my heart. Now my mother and I knew our country was under some kind of attack. Then my sister came into the room where my mother and I stood in, and then my sister told us she sees them coming over the bridge. Then instantly we all knew we might be killed by these individuals who are now on the bridge. The next number in this piece is the number 3. This piece is called section 2, 1 Intuition Story, or S2 1IS. In the month of April 9th, 2006, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I don't understand, but this must have been the 2nd or 3rd time I heard a very loud booming sound in my spirit. I believe my intuition side of myself had reported to me about a coming booming noise that will be heard in New York, where I believe New Yorkers will say to one another, "Whoa, did you hear that? We hope it's not what we think it is." The next number in this piece is the number 4. This piece is called S2 2IS. In the month of July 27, 2007, I recorded this dream in my dream book. As I calmed my spirit down so I couldn't go into a meditative state, then immediately I picked up something in my spirit. My intuition began to report to my spirit that people will soon call a famous conservative talk show host, and that people will ask this particular talk show host about the loud sound almost everyone heard earlier. Then I remember I heard this talk show host say in my mind, information is still coming in about the loud sound people heard. I believe this famous talk show host was Rush Limbaugh, and I believe Rush Limbaugh said over the airwaves, reports are coming in. But do you believe this? Reports are coming in, and the reports are saying the Earth was hit by an asteroid or meteor. The next number in this piece is the number 5. This piece is called S-2-3-I-S. In the month of December 12, 2008, I recorded this dream in my dream book. As I kneeled down inside my room so I could tie my shoe, then suddenly my intuition informed my mind that a nuclear device will soon go off in New Jersey. The next and last number in this piece is the number 6. This piece is called S-2-4-I-S. In the month of January 20th, 2009, I recorded this dream in my dream book. At 7:03 p.m., and while I sat at my computer desk, my intuition revealed to me a very scary, loud explosion sound. This explosion sound was felt deep in my spirit. Next, I said out loud, "Whoa, my God." The next letter in this section is the letter M. This is section 2, letter M. There's 10 dreams in this piece that begins with the letter M. There's 3 dreams about Muslims. There's 4 dreams about meteors. There's 1 dream about mobilization. There's 1 dream about the moon. And there's 1 dream about Manhattan. The first number in this piece is the number 1. This piece is called Section 2, One Muslim Dream, or S2, 1MUD. In the month of January 30th, 2003, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I had a dream that showed me Muslim women that stood on an outside line. These Muslim women waited to gain access into the mosque, which is located on the corner of Halsey Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. And then I heard someone say something about Israel. The next number in this piece is the number 2. This piece is called Section 2, One Meteor Dream, or S2, 1MED. In the month of February 19, 2003, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I had another dream about meteors that fell out of the sky, and this was probably the 3rd time I dreamt I had exited out of an office building in order to go home. And every time I would plant my feet on a pavement, I would immediately see medium-sized meteors descend from a night sky. But in this particular dream, everything were the same, except this time around, I seen huge meteors fall out of a day sky. And I will show a drawing that I made about this dream. As you see here, this is me. I exited out of an office building, and I've seen very huge meteors descending out of the sky inside this dream. The next number in this piece is the number 3. This piece is called S2, 2MED. In the month of March 28, 2004, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In March of this year, I had another dream that showed me meteors fly across the sky. The next number in this piece is the number 4. This piece is called Section 2, 2 Muslim Dream, or S2, 2MUD. In the month of March 18, 2005, I recorded this dream in my dream book. On this day, I dreamt I'd seen several Muslim-looking men and women inside a park. There were other people inside this park with these Muslims. The Muslims wore white robes. Then I seen one of the Muslims pull out a handgun, and also witnessed another Muslim pull out a larger gun. The man with the handgun shouted at the people who were in the park with him. Then I witnessed the other Muslims gather up the people so they could turn these individuals into hostages. The next number in this piece is the number 5. This piece is called Section 2, 1 Mobilization Dream, or S2, 1MOD. In the month of October 28,